about it. I was wondering, wait, there's some pink.
Oh,
the gourd is sad now.
why? So,
Oh, this is why we were saying Gatot first.
so you don't expose your soft, vulnerable.
Oh
Mid
my.
laner, Brusco the Bruiser. You see how much vigor went into that clap?
You know who you have to bring into a box that's essentially a ring is the freaking wrestler himself, Atlas. Real, where it can really set things up for the gourd here on Super France if they manage to make that kind of setup work. So let's go ahead. We're jumping into our last and final game of Week 7 in this international rivalry. We're Game 3 between Aurora and ONIC Philippines.
One of the rules we learned early on the season, if there is gourd, or if there is Sora, you shouldn't gourd. By the way, Edward picked up Master Assassin. He just wants to win the duel straight up against Kirk. He will play this mega aggro, which he is.
Oh man,
Whoa, dude. He's very low. In comes Brusco, and now Edward gets taken out. We are far from tennis in Dorsinayan.
Edward, are you tilted?
He's probably now.
Uh-oh. Light backing off.
I think he was just, he didn't expect that kind of rotate, man. Not only that, but you mentioned it. Where things fall into place now to this point. So Brusco gets an early kill. He did have to use his flicker for that, but you know, essentially that's fine.
Yeah, expect a lot of tough boots in this game. Maybe, I think my suggestion for Demon Kai would be go the path of Carl Teasy and just rush the brute force breastplate.
Yeah,
very helpful for
extra
you.
resilience.
Yep. With that crowd control reduction, crowd control time reduction. Kirk now will be easily ahead of Edward. The first turtle won't be level 4 just yet.
Oh, Demon Kai.
Oh, why?
Luckily, was there to intersect.
Okay. Little poke back and forth. Turtle's gonna be up. So Super Prince will have his level 4 for this. King Kong, he's just gonna swing around again. He knows that Demon Kai is most likely gonna be playing up front on all these objectives, so they'll poke where they can. Brusco's giving the information.
The flicker and the gush. The argument won't save him. Edward taken down again. And now deep in the pit, Brusco trying to stop Demon Kai from taking it, but the Appraiser's Wrath Retribution combo is good. And now Brusco gets one on him. Yue will survive. ONIC, they get just the trade.
Yeah, they committed for the pick. And because of everything they threw out to take down Edward for the second time early on, RORA easily got the turtle.
Yeah.
I think King Kong also understood the situation, decided to go around, didn't want to commit a dash going into the pit, would have gotten a crazy crowd control chained, and there's a lot of damage that gets dished out by the Romid trio of RORA. So good respect also by ONIC. They need to try to level it out though.
And there's the Fatal Links. Answer with a gush and a 7 force. Super Prince picks off the smiling demon, and now in comes King Kong, trying to take down Light. Another Mystic Projection, and King Kong scores. Off camera though, Edward gets one on Kirk.
Yeah, wow. I'm actually surprised. There was pretty much a dead stare off in the XP lane. And then what happens? Edward gets a solo kill against Kirk, but that was a great setup that we were talking about with this Atlas and the gourd combo.
It's a shame that we didn't see the sequence, because I have a feeling that Edward now means business.
Yep. Still does have the Master Assassin despite the early deaths.
Yeah.
This is why Sora has been a really strong pick. He's not busted, but he's also busted.
He's getting there.
He's getting there, yeah. It's not like Harley busted. He just really hurts.
Yeah. What was he? He was a bit ahead on levels too against Kirk.
Yeah, despite everything that happened to him early on, he got a big trade win there. Second turtle might be tough again for ONIC to fight, but they will have all their ultimates online. Severo, I think, wants to consider joining for the second turtle.
If he's gonna make that call, you better do it now.
Yeah.
While the rivers are running.
Does he? Oh, he decides not to. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna come down to that 4v4.
I go if you go.
Yeah. Turtle's up. They're in position. Brusco's got his flicker though, so they decide to go ahead and start things up. Keep an eye on Brusco where he decides to place this up.
Doming rotates.
Yeah, Doming is rotating up fast. They might just get this.
RWM coming up. Turtle at a third of its health. Looking for an engagement. I think RORA just gave it up straight now. Brusco looking for it. No one home for the Fatal Links. Gets mad punished. An overkill by Aurora.
King Kong tried to get the retry, but he didn't win the battle. Severo gets some farm in the bottom lane. That's a bit of a silver lining. But now, just as like clockwork, their timings, they know it too well. They're going to be able to get some progress done on the tower in mid.
Was he just not in range of the Fatal Links?
It was just too dangerous.
Yeah.
I think for the rest of ONIC to come in. So, yeah, there was just no one there.
Yeah, okay. Well, purple buff going to be taken here. Demon Kite grabs that. And this is, again, when we were talking about the pick for the veteran, this is a specialty of Demon Kite. You know, loves these utility heroes. Right now he's pretty solid. Just kind of able to take what he wants, control the objective, spaces, and now Light could be in trouble here.
Okay, a lot of chain CC on that default. But what do they do with that?
Yeah. Worth it though. Light was providing a lot of space for Demon Kite and Doming to make some significant progress in the tower down bottom. Almost threatened Severo to go down. Forced out his Zaman Force. And now there's going to be a minion wave to deal with here. Comfortable farming for Doming Kite. So yeah, despite getting a kill, that still ended up becoming really good for Aurora.
Doming Kite just going to go in there, grab him that turret, gets out with the BMI, he's fine. So tier 1 falls, first one of the game. Oh, Aurora's got that in control.
It's a Radiant Rushes.
Yep. Radiant pickup. He's already got the Dreadnought, and I mean, he's been tanking enough to deal with this where he can just kind of plant himself up in this front side, and Demon Kite will just walk up to the orange buff.
Uh-oh. King Kong able to secure, and there is a little baby Fatal Links. The Gush relocating to the bridges that flicker, and Brusco might get another here. He goes down. Edward finds retribution. Vengeance for really good kills, and Edward underneath this RWF, you are helping him secure, and Edward can't save. They do go down. A shutdown by King Kong. 2 for 3, and Dominic getting on out of here. BMI through. King Kong can't take him down.
Big kills for King Kong. He's got 4. You're gonna have to check on how many stacks he has now, but he is farmed up, deathless, and will get the last turtle of the game for ONIC.
Yeah, that was... I don't know if it was obviously planned. Severo, I thought he'd actually capitalize on that kill, but it just worked out better to get the stacks over to King Kong. And that was a shutdown, too. That was garnered out of that, so picks up the War Axe. Turret secured here. It looks like they should be able to push this one down, unless it looks like Demon Kite's going to rotate on up. It might just stop the push up top. Uh-oh. But Brusco's here too.
Perfect match. Looking for targets. Dark Wave stops Demon Kite, but I think the call for ONIC is not yet.
Yeah. Good patience without King Kong around. They need their finisher. Super Prince was also busy around the mid. Still, both teams have not given up on the tower.
And they dogpile on the one. Demon Kite catches all of the ults. AOG canceling Super Prince's ult. RWF did it up for you. It goes down. Savannah with the Zaman Force underneath tier 1. And in comes Kurt, spacing on Edward. Demon Kite pew-pewing away. And in comes the perfect match. The win! And the takedown. Savannah gets a double.
He's like, King Kong, I gave you the other ones earlier. I'll take the double now. So Severo grabs 2.
You hear what it means for the ONIC crowd. This rivalry, storied as it is, the first tower in mid will crumble, and it's Aurora's. The map has now gotten way smaller for them, and ONIC are quickly getting their items, their resources. Severo and King Kong lead the gold charts.
Yep, looking at this too, you can see it. Interesting what Severo has. He's just got a little bit of he had a little bit of defense. I don't know if that was a bug or not, but he had a leather jerkin. But he's working towards Holy Crystal, almost built in. He's got 2. Super Prince gets his wings. King Kong will grab the Malefic Roar. So his Trinity items are locked in here. And you're seeing that sometimes Super Prince, if he has the flicker or not, he's just dumping a bunch of damage out. And if he does have to deal with Light jumping on him with the Avatar of the Guardian, he kind of just accepts his fate, and as long as he gets enough damage out, he's fine.
Okay, quick item update. Chastised Pauldron just built up by Edward. That was a priority of Kirk, who is on the way to Radiant. There's a War Axe and the Dreadnought for Edward.
It's a piercerless game.
Yeah. No stacks for him. He just went for pure damage.
Everybody's just fighting.
I thought he had the Sky Piercer early on. I guess not. I was thinking King Kong had stacks, but
Because the penetration is way more value right now. Interesting though.
Yep, and it's been very tight up until about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right, fight for this Lord, less than half health right now. Everybody for this party here. Demon Kite could be in trouble. He's going to get pushed off.
RWM by US, wiping away, big knockup. And the loud damage coming through. King Kong secures first, and now business. As usual, as Brusco gets taken down. The Salmon Force gets zoned out. Dominicai takes out Kirk. And ONIC have committed too much to just taking the Lord and cannot fight Aurora.
Light did such a good job there, just zoning out Fritz. Fritz really didn't have an opening for the Mystic Gush. So even with a Lord, they'll lose that tier 1 turret right now, and they'll just have to defend and clear things out and see what they can grab off of the objective.
That was costly.
It was. Let's see if they can do anything with this Lord that's going to be coming out now. All their members will be back, but the minion waves for them do not look good as there are pressure in the side lanes through Aurora. And the Lord is marching up top. They're going to try to make a play maybe in the mid. See if they can get an advantage there to give a little bit more space for the Lord.
Okay. Brusco, too, doesn't have his flicker on this one. You can see just how much damage these top 3 are doing for ONIC.
Yeah.
Building up.
It's a sustain type Suyo with Malefic, no Piercer. He's going for Queen's Wings as his 4th.
All right, what's Brusco going to do here? He's got the Fatal Links, this Lord. She could turn. Wow. Oh my.
So Vera, a single Chrono Dash and Sigma Vision puts him at half. Now Brusco catches a lot of damage. Put down half as well, but ONIC are taking the slow. They've played this Lord March 1,000 times.
Yeah, and they had King Kong pushing down bot too, so the shields will pop down there. They do up top. That might have been pretty much the best that they could have done off that Lord, given how things, played out in that Lord take.
Yeah. Terrific use of the minion waves by ONIC. They really got to maximize that, and it's a 4,500 gold lead. So what initially looked like a bad thing for Aurora, for ONIC, excuse me, ended up turning just pure domination. Here's the conceal.
Still use Brusco.
Spots Edward, flushes him out of that brush. Savannah takes down tier 2 again. They're slowing down. Light walks right through with a conceal, but ONIC aren't having any of it.
Yeah, they're not being fooled here. ONIC being very disciplined. They're going to fight for the resources if they can, maybe potentially take this purple away from Demon Kite, but that they do. And ONIC in full control at this point. It wasn't like this but 5 minutes ago or so, but Aurora, looking at their items too, what does it come in for them? Are they just, there's the Trinity already for Demon Kite.
Yeah, he looks like he's going Malefic on 4th.
Whoa, now they give one the light. Mystic Gush and everything as they pick up the Gatot. Aurora are a man down.
Mistimed, misplayed. That's going to be a free Lord for ONIC. What is going on?
I don't know. Just seems a bit disconnected for Aurora, especially with the way that they're approaching some of these team fights even before they break out, but Lord is going to be for the taking. Looks like they want to at least stall it maybe, for Light's going to be up in a couple seconds here, but they might bite off a little bit too much.
They're holding out for Flying Clouds, but now Brusco looking to stop that. RWM plus the shifting skies. Brusco gets taken down. Immortality bombs out with Edward. Kirk takes him, and Light trades out for Brusco though, but King Kong secures 1 for 1. Dominicai looking to finish out, blazing to the face as he takes down Kirk. BMI back. Make that a 2 for 1.
But they hurt too much. The Suyo and the Harris together have doing damage!
Kong takes out Light. 3 members of RORA left. It's a battle. Dominicai! Dominicai bites it with Super Fritz closing off the exit. It's just Demon Kite and you left.
He shoots, he scores, Super Fritz with a projectile, and now the Lord down this bottom side of the map. Edward will be up in a second, but man, RORA, can they hold on to this?
3 defenders.
Light will be back in 9. Demon Kite in 17. Minion waves aren't as healthy. ONIC look happy right now with just towers. They'll have 2 more waves crashing in. Let's see if they'll continue this attack, because RORA are back.
Brusco with a conceal. Perfect match. Looking for this big ticket. Fatal Links. He fights Demon Kite. There's a Super Fringe. Canceled out already as Edward jumps through. Savannah force. Savannah takes him out. And King Kong zoning out Light. Already used it. Projection thrown out. Mid lane still stands.
Ooh, mid lane still stands. even though they lost one, RORA keeps themselves into this game, and they keep up 2 base turrets. They still have a wave pushing in mid, pushed up ONIC, looking to at least take another base turret down.
Another rejection thrown out, charge Puela, plus Kirk jumping in. Demon Kite can't fully punish, especially with a wave up top. Wave down bottom too. Savero is still here. Oh, I think ONIC respects RORA's damage output. They'll play for the next Lord.
Okay, RORA still lives, but you see here, ONIC are just in complete domination mode. The pokes, Light can't get into position. He goes in, sure, he'll get to interrupt Mystic Gush from the Gourd, but he gets taken down really quick. So he rushes Immortality as his core item. Yue, his 3rd item for his core item list is actually the Winter Crown, as he already has the Divine Glaive. They're all just playing for survival now to buy time and see if ONIC get too greedy with committing way too many resources, not respecting their ability. Well, let's call it buyback ability. Revivability? Sure. Winter Crown with a Immortality. Yeah, survivability. Go for survivability.
That's the thing, because you saw it. You saw a glimpse of what could happen, and like you mentioned, it was with Light jumping in with the Avatar of the Guardian. And if they're somehow able to either survive or stop the Mystic Gush from Prince, he just did pick up a Divine Glaive too, and somehow handle King Kong, because King Kong deathless right now. That's one of the main things. RORA, they have all the pieces to the puzzle to solve it. It's just they haven't had the fights they're looking for.
Oh, they know. They had a sense.
Light spotted out.
Diligence from ONIC.
Wow, even Edward picking up a Winter Crown. Yeah. They're going for that moment to just withstand that pressure of a Mystic Gush.
Yeah, so is that like a Purify as well? Like a Purify at home against the Fatal Links?
Oh, that too. Lord's up. Half health currently on it. Keep it on Brusco. He's going to be the main guy to watch out for. Demon Kite getting poked down quite a bit. They might just have to decide to go for this. There's the jump.
Light with the AOG. Has an Immortality. Found under Vitalize. Lord still goes to ONIC. Oh, Savannah does get taken down by Demon Kite though, as DK jumps in. And Kirk holding down the lead. Look at King Kong coming through, surges right through the remaining members of Aurora. And look at how low they all are. Super Prince wants
King Kong
house. Bruce goes very low. King Kong.
Is he gonna go to the base?
Going in. And Aurora still playing man-to-man defense. Light does come back. Light is trying to clear these waves.